Time for an update on my life. Turn away from markets and political craziness and brouhaha in the world today, and let's get down to something really important. my life. And a very good morning to all of you, and welcome aboard. Yes. It's a good time to say, if you're not subscribed, take a second to subscribe and hit that bell for all notifications. Besides political, economic, and philosophical, theological talk, I also do vintage audio, metal detecting. Just had a nice metal detecting, kind of a weird metal detecting session in Los Angeles, as well as demonstration, cooking and baking, live streams, and general stuff on the Rancho here, running a orchard with about 13, I guess maybe 13 fruit trees in dead center of Santa Rosa, California. So a lot going on. I wanted to update my life first and foremost. Some people have been asking me, are you going to be a grandpa coming up? And theoretically, I think in April, if all goes well, God willing. I'm looking forward to it sometime in mid to late April, and I hope it's not on tax day. That's gonna be a thing. Sorry about my squeaky chair. I know it needs WD-40 and all that. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that very much. It's very exciting. I got to spend time with my daughter, both of my daughters down in LA, as well as my son-in-law, the entire crew, everybody down there. So it was a very good time. And a lot of people like to see the little dogs running around, Cookie, Evie, and Julian. So yes, that's very exciting coming up. Very exciting coming up. Now, number two, the Rancho here, right? Now, I've done this is a big thing for me to take care of. I'm not going to be kidding. I'm not kidding, right? I mean, I've got surgery coming up, the first one, April 3rd, later this morning. I have my first allergy shot. I have to have my EpiPen. Lord, don't let me go into anaphylactic shock. With my EpiPen, I'm going to go get my first allergy injection today, because, well, it's been so miserable here for so many years, and I'm just getting tired of dealing with it every season. I should not live in dread of late May and the month of June, right? If science has an answer for it, and it don't kill me along the way, then that is that's a great thing. So I'll let you know how that goes. And then, of course, double carpal tunnel syndrome severe has led me to set up two surgeries, one on April 3rd, and then another one, I think, in mid-May. You have to wait 6 weeks between them. So there's a lot on the plate here. There's a lot of moving parts going on in my life. And a big part is, it's the reason why I try to get ahead with some of the work on the Rancho this winter, getting some of the bushes cut here and getting ready for spring. I have, something going on with the front lawn, and I'm going to have to address certain spots that are bare out there. They seem to be where a tree used to be, the trees of shame that used to be on the property out front that were taken down. In addition, I would really like to, the fence is going to have to be replaced. I don't know, managed to get through another winter, but the secondary fence behind the orchard is falling apart too. So we're going to have to pick up some wood and address that. As tariffs are going to kill me, right? On that, that's going to be a big thing. I would also like to have a way to begin using the wood that I've accumulated here on the Rancho from cutting trees and other things. I'd love to be able to use that to start doing outdoor cooking. And one of the things that I find is, there's something I got my eye. I don't want to talk about it, what it is yet, but I think it could be pretty cool. Because the city of Santa Rosa says you can't have outdoor fires for fun, okay? This is a throwback to 2017, when 1/3 of the city burned down, and they're still in a lot of shock here, and still haven't finished recovering and rebuilding for that. God bless the people in LA. If you didn't see my video on driving along the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu, check it out. Okay, it is devastating. But you can use a fire for cooking purposes, and that's exactly what I intend to do. Some people have asked about travel and things like that. One of the things about travel is, I think as I get older, I kind of lose my appetite for traveling. I mean, times are so uncertain these days, and I just think, traveling just doesn't seem like it's in the cards for me right now. I've just got too much going on, and of course things change. That's not there. Of course, there will be a time when I go on and do some extensive travels and things like that. But right now, there's just simply too much on my plate. I am going to be beefing up Rancho security. When I came back from my 2-week trip to Las Vegas and Los Angeles, when I got home and I went out to look at the mail, I noticed there was some broken glass on the front street. Not unusual, right? Like some people smash inside windows here all the time and break into cars. I mean, it's one reason here I don't leave anything in anything visible at all in the van, in the truck, and I keep all that stuff back on the property. But I did take the chance to change out these lights on the front side, the ones that point a little bit to the front, to very high, like 1400 lumens, super bright lights. So I think I'm going to set up to take an additional add some additional light for directly out front, because I really don't like how dark it is here. We're never going to get the city to put a light in here. It's just ridiculously hard, and low light means criminals here, and it's just a fact of life. It's always has been. It always will be. What else? Somebody asked me about the gun that I purchased. That deal got canceled. Reason being that my federally licensed firearm dealer up here retired in the end of December, and I didn't know it. So I'd arranged to have, it was a 9mm 1911 frame, and they couldn't put the deal through because he was the one chosen retired, so the whole deal ended up getting nixed. So I'm going to revisit that. Too. Haven't really been able to do any crabbing, besides my hands. I don't know what the hell I did to my I don't know what the hell I did to my shoulder, right? Just you wake up and what's on the menu today? What's on the main menu today? And for some reason, my shoulder wigged out. I know the vintage audio, we are in process there. The next step here on the Rancho is going to be cleaning up the workshop and throwing out a lot of crap there and getting rid of a lot of stuff. I'd like to see a very streamlined open workshop, and then wrap up the Marantz quadraphonic unit that is on the bench. I am going to be featuring, I haven't recorded the video yet. I was going to a couple weeks ago, and then all hell busted loose here on the Rancho. I do have a really cool vintage audio unit that I want to do a feature video on, that you might enjoy. Some people have also enjoyed the history of some of these companies, right? I've done one on Marantz, Saul Marantz and Marantz Corporation. I did one on Avery Fisher and Fisher Radio Corporation, two of the big greats. But there are many more to be talked about too. And I find that history fascinating, particularly the history when they finally figured out how to get stereo over the air. Think about that. You have one radio station broadcasting at a specific point and yet you're able to get a left channel and a right channel out over the air. Took until like 1960s, I think, to really solve that. A guy at Zenith Radio Corporation finally figured that out. Anyway, some good stuff coming up there. In the meantime, I am still on a path. Some of these units are going to be moved along. And that's just a fact of life. I don't need to, I'm not tied to this for the life of me. But some of these units, the market is super strong for vintage audio now. And I always say that, and I don't sell a damn thing. So don't panic and say, oh no, oh no, oh no. Don't worry about it. So lastly, for the last 2 years, I think we've now almost passed the 2-year mark. I've been working on a philosophical, sociological, theological book here. And it's, double space, it's like 700 pages, right? I mean, it's a lot of work with a lot of citations. And I want it to be decent. I want it to be good. So therefore, I've already gone through like 10 editing processes with it. So I've still not quite reached the point where everything is, where I'm ready to do all the endnotes and bibliography and all that. I think for that, I'm going to take a legitimate week off sometime in the near future. Take a week off. I've not, in the whole history of the channel, and come now in the 13th year, I've only missed 4 days of uploading. Once in 2013, and I took 3 days off to honor my father and his passing in December of 2021. Otherwise, you can count the days. That's a hell of a lot of days to be uploading every single day. And I think I'm going to need to really focus for about a week or so to bring this baby to the finish line. And of course, I say that, but of course, I'll be uploading. You guys know me, right? You got to flap that big fat Irish mouth. I know, Rosie. You attention-seeking, right? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to close it out. I'm going to get something to eat. Could be my last meal. I don't know. If I slip into anaphylactic shock and do jazz hands or something, I'll throw my cell phone over to the injection nurse, and she can get maybe a video clip for you guys. Anyway, thank you guys once again. If you're not subscribed, why the hell wouldn't you be? There's so much going on in this channel. We've had so much fun lately. YouTube has made it virtually impossible almost to do the horizontal streams anymore without blasting out with orientation issues and all that. And quite frankly, a lot of people have loved the vertical streams. We brought a lot of new people to the channel. Yeah, it's been a tough adjustment for some people that really like the horizontal. I get it. I understand. But I also understand what YouTube is pushing toward. And let's just say YouTube is having a hell of a resurgence here with the products that they've brought out that really makes it the #1 watched media platform in the world. Go figure. So I got to get with the program. Anyway, guys, thumbs up are appreciated. I do hope that you have a wonderful day. Subscribe and hit that bell for all notifications. And I will see you guys later. I got a meeting late this afternoon. Thank you for cutting off. And then I will think I'm going to be making some chicken soup tonight and hanging out. So see you guys later.